across all of my students, my clients, my friends, my family, I think the thing that I hear the most and get the most questions about is, what can I do to relieve my low back pain? Their back hurts, my back hurts, everyone's back hurts. So I'm just gonna walk through a quick sequence that you can do, a few really simple but effective postures with some little cues that hopefully will make them more effective in your body, to hopefully relieve some low back pain. And all of it can be done on the ground. So for the first one, all you need is a blanket, and we're gonna roll it up. So you want kind of a thick blanket so we get more lift in the hips. And we're gonna put it kind of right above or right on our hip points, kind of those bones right there, to posteriorly rotate our pelvis. And what this does is it takes pressure off of the lumbar spine. So a lot of times we're sitting here back like this and our spine takes all of our weight. So we kind of just want to relieve that pressure by laying on top and staying here and breathing anywhere from a minute to 5 to 7 minutes if you want. Make a pillow with the hands. And the goal, the key here is truly to tap into a meditative breath. So relax the body. Let's relax the nervous system and kind of allow the body to absorb this posture. And the next pose, everyone's favorite, cat-cow. I can't say it enough. Cat-cow is amazing to kind of just keep all the different fluids that we have in our spine moving, so we don't get static and stiffness in the spine. So dropping the belly and rounding. And you can go ahead and play. I like to play in my cat-cow. So just kind of experimenting and noticing where there's tension. Then coming into child's pose, taking the knees wide, big toes together, send the hips back, and we can always send our breath places. So send your breath into your low back, create space, stretch out the arms, and stay anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes. So this next exercise, this next pose actually, is one of the most underrated poses in my opinion, and it's simply a knee to the chest. So all I'm gonna do is hug the knee to the chest, keep this leg down straight in front of me, and bring my belly button to my spine slightly. Relax the muscles in the rest of my body and my shoulders and my face. And the key here again is coming into that conscious breath, sending your breath deep and allowing that parasympathetic nervous system to activate, to soften the body and kind of absorb this new position, to hopefully gently stretch the muscles in the legs, the hips, and up into the low back. And staying here anywhere 2 to 5 minutes. Hugging the knees into the chest, taking the hands on top of the knees. One of my favorite exercises is just moving the knees in a circular motion. And what this is doing is this is great to again move all the synovial fluid in our hip joints, which just allows a movement with ease of our leg bone in our pelvis, which is often the cause of pain in the low back. Next one, this is actually spinal flossing technique. And so this not only this is especially good for people who suffer from sciatica. So it's kind of moving the nerve, the sciatic nerve, through its pathway of innervation. And this also is core strengthening.
And people with a weak core, all of the weight of their body goes into their lumbar spine versus the musculature to hold them up. So having a strong core is really important. So pressing the low belly to the ground, the low back into the ground, pulling the belly button to the spine. As I straighten one leg, I keep my knees in line, I'm gonna look up. So it's like my nerve is flossing as I go. So I bend the knee, chin to chest. Straighten, look up. Doing anywhere from 5 to 10. And our good old figure 4 stretch, our reclined pigeon, crossing the ankle over the knee and hugging in, just increasing the flexibility of our piriformis, one of our glute muscles. So any sort of supine or lying twist is going to be really beneficial and really relieving for any sort of low back pain. And there's so many different kinds that you can do. So pick which one that feels good for you and just allow yourself to be there and breathe. And sending your breath into kind of that constricted area, but still allowing it to enter. You can cross knee over knee, ankle over knee. One leg can be straight, the other comes across the body, or you can just allow both knees to fall over to one side and looking the other direction.
So for this last pose, and it's my favorite pose, this is my go-to if my back is throbbing, especially because I have chronic sciatica, and I found it to be the most helpful for people when they're really, really in a lot of pain. And all you need is a chair. So what you do is you'll take your chair, sit off to the side, swing the legs up. This is very similar to legs up the wall. This one's a little high for me, but that's okay. And go ahead and just lay on the back, let the legs rest. Our pelvis is in a nice kind of liberated position. Our lumbar spine isn't taking any sort of pressure. And again, what's most important about all of these poses is we get into that soft and meditative breath and relax the body. So with this last pose, I have fallen asleep in this pose overnight because my back was in so much pain. So you can stay, again, in this pose anywhere from 2 minutes to 10 to 15 if it gives you that much relief. And I think the biggest thing to combating any sort of pain is always body awareness. Practice your body awareness, figure out what makes it feel better, figure out what makes it hurt, and it's kind of always this trial and error. I hope that helped, and let me know what you think.